Hello, good evening. My name is Maria Castro, and to begin, I'm going to be talking about the fraud case with the Latino family. So, to begin, there was a child that was trying to go to a school that was not necessarily in the area code, and this has happened for many families. They were actually able to fake their residency, which allowed for them to technically go to the school, but a lawyer found out their actual area code, and they took it very seriously, and they spoke out saying that this family was essentially stealing from the taxpayers and was taking the space in the school, even though it was a public school, when another student who lived there or maybe didn't actually live there was able to live there, right? Was able to go to that school. The charges were taking place, and they had no option but to pay for this payment that they needed to pay for, which was only because their daughter wanted to go to that school. And not only this, but they also had to go to jail. This has been something that has not only happened to one family in Pennsylvania, but has happened to many families where they have had to pay by either paying a certain amount in money or by serving time in jail. So this also happened, like we have seen in the video, with this woman named Kelly Williams Beaumont. She also had to go to jail simply because she wanted a better education for her daughter. She didn't want her daughter to go to the second lowest ranking school in Ohio. She wanted them to do better. She wanted them to move forward to go to a better school. Just because of this, she had to serve 10 days in jail, just for wanting a better education for her daughters. And like we've seen in our videos and throughout our lessons, the more money you have, the more resources you have to go to a better school. Even if you may not live in the area code, even if your daughter or son didn't get into one of the highest universities in the country. So to continue, in Money, Power, and Your Education, the quote from Ferguson 2019, the fact that wealthy families have the upper hand when it comes to college admissions is not news to anyone, especially poor people. So unfortunately, many of these people who don't have as many resources have had to realize that, money speaks louder sometimes than actions, than living in the area, than working hard. If you have more money, it speaks louder, unfortunately. So also having more money goes to preparing you for college even higher, when it comes to test prepping, when it comes to having money for tuition, when it comes to having money for your living expenses, for your books, for everything that you need for college and university level. So unfortunately, this has been the reason why money speaks louder than simply being a hardworking person. So altruistic cheating has definitely played a role in scandals all along this module, because many of the parents are looking for better ways for their children to have better education. And sometimes the children don't want this education. They just simply want to go just to go please their parents, just because they're being told so. Just like has been seen with the actress of Full House. She sent her daughter to the college level, and she didn't even desire to go to that school, and she didn't even get accepted. And this is where we have seen this woman go to jail and serve time just because she wanted to meet this certain criteria in the social standing. Unfortunately, this is something that's happening in many families and many schools and in many parts of the country. And it is very important for us to open our eyes and see that children should be allowed to go to any point of school as long as they're able to commute, even if it means going to a higher level school than they are already going to. Thank you.